Happy Easter Sunday everyone, I hope you've had an enjoyable day. In today's video, since it's Easter, I just want to talk about my personal experience of how Jesus has changed my life, even as an unbeliever. And the reason why I'm sharing this video is because I appreciate that not everyone watching this will necessarily believe in Christianity or the supernatural aspects of Christianity. So I just wanted to share a perspective of how you can still utilize Jesus as a role model who can transform your life even without this necessary belief. If you want to hear more about how to integrate timeless wisdom into your everyday life, feel free to hit the like and subscribe buttons. How Jesus changed my life as an unbeliever. I've spoken in previous videos about my doubt concerning the supernatural elements of Christianity, but what is undeniable is the fact that Jesus' teachings have changed my life forever. This is because I was looking for a quote to summarize the way in which I want to act in life, and it was when I heard the greatest commandments to love God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind and strength, and also to love your neighbour as yourself, which changed everything for me. For me, because I didn't necessarily believe in the supernatural elements, I defined God as goodness in general, and this enabled me to be able to relate to the greatest commandments. The reason why I created Christianity Integrated is because I want to be able to share these commandments and other sources of timeless wisdom in Christianity, and to see different ways in which we can integrate them into our lives, because this has definitely changed the way I live, and I hope it can do the same for you too. Why Jesus' death is the best source of motivation. I look back at the Easter story and think that Jesus was beaten, was mocked, was tortured, all so that I could hear the good news. And for me personally, this means hearing the greatest commandments, and from there exploring the rest of the Bible. I see this as a source of motivation because there are definitely times when I don't really feel like I want to necessarily make that video, but I keep thinking in the back of my mind that, wow, Jesus honestly died for me, so I can just try and share the little bit of knowledge that I've got from the Bible, and hopefully this can inspire someone to be able to have that same life-changing experience that I've had when reading the Bible and relating to Jesus' words. Why are you looking for external validation from a world that killed a perfect man? I saw this on my Instagram and think that it's a great reminder for myself, and maybe you too if you're watching, that since the world killed Jesus, a perfect human being who was betrayed, mocked, tortured, it just shows that what happens to us externally does not necessarily determine who you are internally. And by things happening to you externally, it could be things from other people making you feel like you're not worth as much as you think that you actually are. Or it could be some sort of external event in which you have no control over, but it's affecting your life. And then you keep asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Is it something that I've done wrong? But this is not necessarily the case. And I think that Jesus' example shows this. This is for anyone who feels alone. Jesus said, my God, why have you forsaken me?" as he was on the cross. I think that this just shows that it's perfectly fine to doubt. If you're watching this and you feel alone, like life is particularly unfair for you at the moment, I just wanted to share this with you, just so that you know that even Jesus, a perfect human being, felt like this, so you know that you're not alone in this feeling, and many of us are feeling in the same way. Sometimes it can feel like we have to be 100% confident in everything that we do, in the way life is heading, but the honest truth is we don't always. We're human. And we may feel like we have to not show any weakness, but if a perfect human showed doubt, doesn't that mean that it isn't necessarily wrong if we do too? If you look back, have you had any experiences in which you'd perceive to be life-changing? I think this is a really interesting question to reflect on, and to see whether there are any pivotal moments in life in which you really think has changed the trajectory of how you're going. If you have anything in particular you'd like to share, feel free to put this in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.